Hi, many of you know me as a social media strategist who works with progressive causes and unions and things like that. What you may not know about me is I'm also a drag racing fan. And I don't mean RuPaul's Drag Race. I mean cars that go really straight, really fast. Some of you may also know me online as Speedway Babs. Now you know why and how it's pronounced. I also love country music. I know, I get it. Country music loving drag racing fan doesn't scream professional left. I struggled with that when I started working in politics. I couldn't understand how it is I could like things that were so obviously not progressive. But at a new organizing institute training a couple years ago, I was working on my story of self, and I realized that my roots as a progressive activist came from my experiences in racing. I lost a close friend in a tragic racing accident. And shortly afterwards, a friend of mine said to me, you know what, he died happy. He died doing what he loved to do. And I realized that that's why I'm a progressive. We fight every day so that people can die happy, being who they want to be, doing what they want to do. Now, in going to races and going to country shows, I've learned some things that I want to share with you today. The first thing is, country songs and their lyrics are our stories. Country lyrics talk about everything from fighting domestic violence to having a safe environment for our kids and everything in between. Let's talk for a minute about the Confederate flag. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Jeff Gordon, two of the biggest names in American auto racing, actually came out and publicly said the Confederate flag has no place in racing. Yes, applaud that. Many of you might know Darius Rucker from Hootie and the Blowfish. I know him as a country singer from Charleston, South Carolina, who said that the Confederate flag and country music have a long history and that today that history needs to stop. You can applaud him for that. It's okay. I've also learned that the people who go to races and go to country music shows actually want the same things we do. Went to a drag race a couple of years ago and started talking to the gentleman sitting next to me in between rounds, because at a drag race, it's pretty darn loud. And he asked me what I do for a living. Of course, I said politics, and I got treated to a diatribe, how wonderful the Republican candidate for Senate was, and how much time he was volunteering and why. And then he said the words we've all heard. But the government better keep their hands off my Social Security, and he was angry. So I stifled a laugh, and I explained to him that one, Social Security is a government program, and two, it's the Democrats that are fighting to keep the Republican hands off of our Social Security. His eyes got big, and he got kind of excited, and he turned to his wife and said, hey, oh my God, did you hear what she just said? She hadn't heard a word. That was okay. Flash forward a couple of months, I got an email from him. The subject line said, I thought you would want to know. And on the inside it said, I voted for the Democrats. They're just like us. One last thought I'd like to leave you with. Country music is inspiring. Look, the work we do is hard. The pace of change is incredibly slow. So I want to share with you the song that I turn to when I need to be pumped up, when I want to get excited for something or motivated, when I'm getting ready to do a training or do something like, I don't know, an Ignite speech. This is the song that, without fail, every time, puts a smile on my face and a little lilt in my walk. I know that sounded kind of odd, but it's true. I want to introduce you to my Holy Trinity, Jason Aldean, Eric Church, and Luke Bryan. The song is called The Only Way I Know. Full throttle, wide open. You get tired, but you don't show it. Dig a little deeper till you can't dig no more. That's the only way I know. Thank you.